winning show, movie, or whatever, or acting. Nah, you go into Happy Gilmore 2 expecting exactly what you get. Just stupidity. And yeah, that's all I wanted from the movie. That's what I got from the movie. And yeah, that's why it was A-okay for me. It looks like we just got a notification. We are live, so I'm going to send the tweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, like, it just takes me like at least a good 10 minutes to get everything in order when
Oh no, you're good.
Alright,
Let me retweet that on my end. But yeah, no, that like, yeah, if you're going into a movie like that expecting something good, you're going in for the wrong reasons.
agreed.
But I do get it, because like, yeah, Adam Sandler and Will Ferrell, they're two comedy actors that's like, yeah, you kind of, I get it if you don't like them. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Happiest of Mondays to all of you wonderful Weebsters out there. It is SummerSlam week. I almost said WrestleMania week, but we're not in April. We're not in March. We're not in even February. It's too hot outside for it to be WrestleMania time. It's SummerSlam time. The hottest party of the summer is upon us. We've got some go-home shows this week. We got some prediction shows. We got 2 nights of SummerSlam to watch and consume this weekend. And how was Raw to kind of get us into that gear? Well, you know, we'll talk about that. We'll break it down, of course, for all of you people out there. But of course, welcome everybody. Your returning listeners, your returning viewers. Love to see you guys. Sound off in the chat below. Let us know your thoughts on Raw tonight. But of course, if you're new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. Grab a seat and just enjoy the show. If you're wondering who we are, well, hey, we've got anime in our souls. We've got thoughts of wrestling out of control. And we're a group of weebs who love the entertainment of professional wrestling. So allow us to be the voices inside of your head as we go through the wrestling events of the evening, give our thoughts and predictions on what's to come, and provide an experience inclusive to all you nerds out there. So grab your steel chair, yell for the table, and get put through an experience unlike any other. Brought to you, of course, by AniMa W3 Studio. This is the Weebs of the Ring podcast. I, of course, am one of your lovely co-hosts, your reigning, defending, undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, the most decorated sports entertainment podcaster in all of the YouTubes. That's right, it's your boy Watkins here, helping you guide through the event, the Raw that we had tonight, which was pretty dang good. I think a strong go-home show for this weekend. Our genius of the mat is taking the night off. He had to take care of a few things, but of course, I'm joined by the positive energy to our team, the man who claims to be a visionary. He's trying to be a revolutionary and, you know, successful here and there and all that good stuff with everything that he does. He, of course, has a vision for where he's going to go, and maybe give us some prophecies along the way instead of spoilers. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the legend himself, Legend D Vash. Vash, how you doing tonight?
It's your boy, the legendary human typhoon, Legend D Vash, and welcome in everyone to this wonderful show. This is episode 169. Nice.
Nice.
It's good to have everyone here for this wonderful show that we're about to have. I appreciate for everyone tuning in, and it's gonna be a fucking blast. Quick announcement. Your boy has been slacking over the past couple months because of life investments and things that are going on behind the scenes, but he finally put something in, and we are back to, I don't know how the word is, back up to date, or we are about to be, with the audio side of Weebs of the Ring, Grappling of the Week, and on the side of animation, manga, and webtoons and entertainment, and the AniMa W3 Studio podcast as well. So go check that out. All the links down below. So if you guys like to hear this on your commute as well, of course, like the Monday show will drop on the Tuesday morning after it's been out on the YouTube. Same thing for SmackDown, same thing for Grappling. Every stream will come out a couple hours after on the audio side. So you guys want to listen to us on your commute, we always appreciate it. Will be on your Apple, iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, Alexa, all the audio places you listen to. So once you want to get that quick announcement, go check that out. All the audio feeds should be updated by August 16th. So if you want to listen back to old episodes, they're coming out right now in the next couple of days. But if you want to listen to up-to-date episodes, they we all should be good by August 16th. That's all I had to say.
Oh, perfect. Well, thank you, Vash, for the wonderful plugs, letting people know exactly where you can find us, where you can listen to us, and all that good stuff. But hey, we're here to talk about Raw, and we're gonna break down the show a little bit. Might be a bit of a shorter episode just because of life and all that. Because hey, some of us have jobs, some of us have backs made of rubber. How did that happen? Well, he didn't eat a bite of gum. He just breaks his back every single day working and all that. But that's besides the point. We're here to talk about the red brand of the WWE Monday Night Raw. And we're going to start off by talking about how the night ended with our main event. But it also kind of started off our night as well. Like after our Hulk Hogan tribute, obviously, because, you know,
round
we got
two,
to give another tribute for Hulk Hogan. The character, at least, not the guy Terry. Don't come after us, internet.
Chad, we get it.
Hulk Hogan.
The views show the difference. We were going from 100 views per episode, and then the 2 episodes we have Hulk Hogan on the front, we get the lower. It's like, we get it, Chad. It's all right.
We get it. Just, you know, the character, whatever. But after all that said and done, Jey Uso's out here to start the night off. He's got a match later on. Well, I say a match, but it ends up kind of not being a match when we get to the main event. But hey, Jey starts the night off yeeting everywhere, and before he gets his encore in, Paul Heyman interrupts him, gets all the boos for that, so love to see all the heat coming to him. But of course, this whole story going around with this tag match with him and Roman taking on Braun, it's all about family, just like in Fast and the Furious and all that. So Paul Heyman out here to speak from the heart. Can't believe that Jey had accepted Roman's challenge for this tag match. But again, Jey's somebody that is all about family. He's going to do whatever he can for his family, no matter who they are. And he does say that Paul is going to regret all of this come like Sunday and all that, when all this is said and done. And I mean, whatever happens, it's on you, Paul. #E. Backstage, Paul Heyman's in Bronson Reed's ear, and Braun Breaker makes an interesting comment. And I think this is mainly my big talking point, I think, with this match, or at least with this segment that we got. Because let's be honest, this main event match wasn't really much of a match. It was a segment that led into Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed absolutely destroying Jey Uso and Roman Reigns, like to the point where like we had multiple tsunamis, we had multiple spears, even a double spear through the flipping barricade.
I wish we had the overhead shot at that at the spot. Too. My God, after the overhead shot was going to make a comeback. You're like, oh, this would be perfect. And then we'll go back to just sliding pan camera. I'm like, I didn't need that shit. That was cool, but I didn't need it, man. I wanted the overhead shot, man.
Yeah, right? Like, I miss calling it the overhead spear, dude. I miss calling it that. Now it's like, oh, the super spear. It's like, no, it's the overhead spear. It was always the overhead spear.
Just sounds better.
But, like, I think the key part here, besides, like, Paul Heyman changing his whole thing of, instead of a spoiler, it's now a premonition, if you will. Fine, whatever. You're going to change words because you're an oracle now. Cool, neat, whatever. The big talking point here, though, is Braun Breaker trying to take control of the group. Because in this backstage segment where, like, Paul Heyman and Braun Breaker are talking in the ears of Bronson Reed, there's a comment made that there needs to be new leadership going on. And with Seth gone, somebody needs to step up as the leader of the group, and it seems like this is Braun Breaker.
Yeah,
he does talk to Paul Heyman, being like, "Hey, I have a plan."
Yeah, because the way he walked in that transition, it felt like it was a segue for showing the person that's going to be taking that realm, which is Braun Breaker, which he did a lot of the talking. And if you guys didn't notice, he did the same speech Roman Reigns did back in 2022 or 2023, was it? When he said, "This is my cameraman, this is my people," and he switched up a bit the words, where he said, "These are my dogs, they bark for me," so they changed up the words, which as he should. Like, as Trouble Chief, he'll be like, "These are my followers, these are my people," like they change up the words for, these are his dogs, these are them barking for him. So it kind of works. But my question was this too soon, or did they have to pivot because of what happened with Seth? So that's why they're pushing now with Braun to be like the next Roman or get the pop for him, because they did that beautiful reference promo that not saying that what got over Roman, but like what a lot of people also reference until this day, that this is my camera, this is my people, like all those type of scenes. Like, Roman has a lot of one-liners throughout the past 5 years as Trouble Chief, like, you know, cinema. He has a lot of those beautiful one-liners. So what did you think about that as well, the reference being called back?
Oh, I love that. Like it shows more of like what Braun's trying to be, which is the next tribal chief, if like quote unquote tribal chief. Like obviously he's not going to be that because he's not of Samoan dynasty or whatever, but he's trying to take control just like Roman did, being like, yeah, you know what? You thought you were big dog around here. You thought you were the leader. Nah, this is now my ring. This is now my cameraman. These fat people around here, nah, they're my dogs now. Like all that stuff. So like he's trying to just take over and kind of show Roman, hey, you're done. Your time is up. My time is now. And it's not no John Cena thing either. I'm taking control.
Yeah.
And I think the real key part of this is going to be what happens this weekend, because the whole Seth thing, and I mean, I'll reference this later when we talk about the World Heavyweight title picture. I'm still like conflicted on whether or not this injury angle that happened with Seth was actually an angle, or if it actually is serious. Like it's starting to play with my mind more. Like if I'm being worked, great, awesome, fantastic. If I'm not, great, awesome, fantastic. Like this is just the beauty of professional wrestling with it, because it's like they blur the lines of reality so much that even if they have like an accident happen, like Seth Rollins getting injured, they can still play upon it so well within a storyline. And this is one of those instances where they do that, because it's like now Braun Breaker is trying to take control of what Seth started.
Yeah.
And very similarly, it's almost like what happened with the Judgment Day back in the day, because Edge started the group. He brought in Rhea Ripley, he brought in Damian Priest. Then when they brought in Finn Balor, they kicked Edge out of the group that he started, that he created. So it could be a thing where Braun Breaker like kind of takes Seth out of this all. And I mean, whether that comes sooner rather than later, or if it does come later, because now, like right now, we're seeing Braun Breaker coming up with the plans, Braun Breaker being the strategist now, and they're able to survive without Seth, at least currently. I think we'll know more after Saturday, because if they win, then that statement I just said really has some weight behind it. But if Seth does come back and cashes in on a certain World Heavyweight title match,
because of CM Punk, and he is rumored to main event the title, because they right now have him as the poster boy for that night one. So, and Seth said that he doesn't want CM Punk to be champion ever again.
Yeah. So it just all depends on if this whole injury is a work or a shoot or not. And I mean, we haven't heard much news in the past week about it. I mean, there's been like, I think, an Instagram post from Becky's Instagram with him still on the crutches and all that.
Yeah, he was using the crutches,
Yeah, but I mean, just again, it's hard to say, because wrestlers have done that before, where they've kept the kayfabe outside of it all. So it just, I don't know what's going to happen. And that's what I love in my professional wrestling. I love to not know what's going to happen. I don't want to predict what's going to happen. I want to be surprised. And with this, it invites conversation to the forefront of it all, because it's like, yeah, what could happen here? Could Braun Breaker just usurp Seth Rollins in this leadership role? Because like after tonight, he did a good job with it.
Yeah, I would say he did.
Yeah. But I am looking forward to this match. I think it's gonna slap. I think it's gonna hit hard. I mean, I'm not going to give any predictions right now. You can tune in Thursday for Grappling with the Week for that big old predictions video, because we'll have to predict 2 nights of wrestling, which have 6 matches each. Each night has 6 matches, which is great.
Wait, but
you're learning.
They haven't announced yet where's the tag match going to be landing.
It's going to be on Sunday.
It's going to be on Sunday?
Yeah. Yeah, okay. They announced that tonight.
Oh, they did? Okay, then I missed that. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I didn't see the announcement of when they will be doing the tag match. I'm like, oh, because I know that match is going to be feeding us. Oh, my God.
Oh, dude.
Guys, chat. Oh, by the way, chat, we haven't yet confirmed, but we might be doing a sidecast. So stay tuned for that. We will give the announcement most likely on our Friday night SmackDown show. If not, our Thursday show once we have confirmation. Because, hey, chat, a lot of things could change from Monday to Friday. So At the moment, we could say yes, and then life happens, and then we don't get the opportunity. So we just want to let you know that we might be doing sidecast, and we're gonna be screaming our ass off on the tag match. So can't wait for that. For this, for this tag team match, it's gonna be fun as well. Stay tuned for our prediction, 100% with what Watkins said, because it's gonna be interesting where the turning events will be.
Yeah. And I mean, just kind of backtrack a little bit too, just like with this opening promo real quick. I love how Paul Heyman is really using this whole family thing towards Jey and being like, you know, family will backstab you, they will betray you and all that. And the fact that this man Paul Heyman even tries to ruin Christmas in July of all times, like, how dare you, sir? How dare you try to ruin...
Your mother's a liar, your father's a liar. They didn't even want you to be the tribal chief. I'm like, wait, like, at first I was so confused where he was going. I didn't understand his reference. At first I was dumb lost. I'm like, where's he going with this? And then once he brought back Vaquer, and then he's trying to say your father, I'm like, okay, you're going somewhere with this. You almost lost me, Paul. You almost lost me, because I was about to question where you're going with this.
Yeah, well, it's the whole idea of like, oh, you can't spell families without lies. Yeah. Think about it. Spell families in your mind, and then be like, oh wait, you can't spell families without lies.
Anyway, when it comes to trying to do reverse psychology when somebody is, look, I love how Paul walks in the ring. Oh, sorry, so sorry, chat. Tries to walk in the ring. Puts that 1 foot in. Be like, hey, you know, we talk about family is. And then Jey took up the glass. He was like, hold up, bitch, what? What the fuck did you just say? And he looks at him, with a crazy eye. And Paul was like, I'm going to bring this leg back in, start walking out. He said, look, I see you're not good to talk right now. I said something I should have said, but I still said it nonetheless. But I'm going to walk way back here because I know that you could suicide dive. I love how he pointed that out, because I don't know if it was a reference for his botch he did like a month or two ago, or if it was just him saying that he was still doing nonetheless. But that was entertaining. The comedy act of how Jey and said from one family to another family, from one bloodline member to one other bloodline member. Like, I love how he tries to play the reference of one another, but it fails miserably.
Oh yeah. And of course, I like how I like the timing of Jey getting his encore again, because it just leads into him leaving the ring and in the segment, which good on you. I appreciate that. You know, I don't have to sit through the encore as a at-home viewer. But I think for this instance, like, the encore is acceptable. Yeah, at least. Again, for the in-home experience, in the stadium, of course, obviously, arena fans, you guys get it, you guys need it, understandable. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we're gonna have a lot more to talk about when Saturday and Sunday come around, because I think that's when we're really gonna know and like really be able to like kind of come back to this Monday night, because I feel like this Monday with this group and with Heyman and Jey and Roman, I feel like this is going to be pivotal to come back to after Saturday.
My question is, on top of all this, how did you enjoy his promo of the video package they have for Bronson Reed? Talking about Tsunami, talking about him also jumping off the War Games, breaking his ankle, returning, doing the training, with the whole telling about the meditation, like doing all those things. I really enjoyed this type of video package, because I remember how last year they was trying to push Bronson Reed, but then he got in. No, first he became a father, so he took some time off, and then he got injured, so that slowed down his type of momentum. And then now that he's back, he's going full throttle. He's part of this team. As a fan of Bronson Reed and wanting to see him succeed, I'm really happy like that. As a fan, and we'll see what he's doing. Like, this is a well done push. The promo's well done. Beautiful editing, camera shots, a bit of CGI to show the kind of intensity, but it was well done.
Yeah, that video package must have been during one of the commercials, or because I know I was like behind a little bit with Raw, so I don't know if it skipped it when it was catching up on Netflix.
Ah, damn. I do recommend it to see it once you get the chance, because it was honestly good, like a good highlight. So I do recommend it that way. But when it comes to the last thing I want to mention about the scene itself, that the fight, the fight slash match or side,
match.
Yeah. Look, I agree with Wonkus. It was a segment, but more of a segue. Like, it was kind of like a setup trying to lead up. Like, yeah, a match happened, but it was more of a squash to get, Jey to get beat up by. Like, once Jey came out into the suicide dive, this man was walking. I saw a person literally having a scope. Hey, guys, by the way, quick plug. If you guys want to join the Discord chat and also play the Moody Ball, roll for us, because you also have somebody that has, like, Memory NK who has a scope ready to line up and take your characters. The same thing like Braun Breaker reference to. Damn, I can't believe I referenced Braun Breaker and Memory in one sentence, saying that they're almost the same, the way they lock their target. That's crazy.
How dare
no,
you.
but look, Braun Breaker, bro, he locks in his target. Did you see this way this man literally went from down the runway and literally speared the shit out of Jey Uso? This man did a whole 260 flip.
Oh yeah, now that like aisleway spear he does is kind of I don't want to say it's crazy, because like he does this thing where like he kind of almost floats in the air, but then like he in a way overshoots the spear too. It's very interesting that I'm calling it the aisleway spear, because the fact that this man Braun Breaker has multiple different spears, it's like Ichigo using different Getsuga Tenshos, or
is the
Naruto
same move
using different Rasengans.
It's the same move, just different variations.
Yeah, exactly. Just like, oh, here's my mini Rasen Shuriken, here's my bigger Rasen Shuriken, here's my Odama Rasengan. Like, it's just like, dude,
here
it's just the
is my Jinchuriki Rasengan.
Yeah. Oh, it's my Jinchuriki Rasengan. It's just like, dude, it's just using Jinchuriki chakra.
Yeah.
The fudge. And so kind of transitioning now to our next segment, because again, like, I feel like Saturday is going to be the biggest tell, and we're really going to be coming back to this Monday Night Raw to really talk about the progression forward with a lot of these stories, especially when it comes to the World Heavyweight title, because that kind of ties in to this whole group of Seths right here, because he is the Money in the Bank briefcase holder. He is somebody that, like, yeah, he might be injured, but he might not be. Who knows? Only Seth knows. Only the WWE knows whether they're working us or shooting us. I don't know. I really don't know. But like, when it comes to the World Heavyweight title picture, we had one more face-to-face between Gunther and CM Punk. And Gunther starts off by saying he's taken a W from last week because he made CM Punk shut up, which immediately summoned CM Punk. And he comes out saying, look, he was more dumbfounded than speechless. And he kind of came to a realization here. And as bare bones as like the promo might sound on paper, the way Punk delivered it was really good, because he starts going on the spiel about like how he doesn't want the World Heavyweight title. He needs it. Like, he needs air. Like his heart needs blood to pump. Like a baby needs breast milk or something, or like a dog needs dog food, or like, you know, Peter Griffin needs freaking Pawtucket Brewery ale and all that to drink. Like, CM Punk needs that World Heavyweight title in order to just be CM Punk, apparently. And even though he doesn't partake in drugs and alcohol and all that, he understands addiction, because he's addicted to wrestling. He's addicted to the fans, the lights, the championships, all that stuff. And like, I love how Gunther tries to interrupt him, and Punk just like puts his hand on his mic. He's just like, nah, I ain't finished yet with you, boy. Like, he pulls a freaking Kratos on him, just like, boy.
Yeah, I love that when he, like, I just felt it was so confident. Like, hold up, your senior is talking. Hold your fucking horse down and let me speak what I need to say. So, and I love how he said boy. I love the God of War reference. I felt it too. I wonder if he did it on purpose, or if it was just the point of the message, like, hey, the point of the message, like, style of CM Punk, or was it like a God of War reference? Because I know he does play video games, so I'm not sure if it was. And he does love comics, he does love media. You know, he literally says it's Cloudberg time, and he knows that's from the thing. So like, it's possible.
Yeah, but and I just love this because Punk even keeps going. He's just like, yeah, there are layers to this. Like, you are the best in the world, but like, you're not on my level. You know, it's like, what's a good way to put it? It's almost like when here we go, I got it. Dragon Ball Super, to be precise. So there's many different. There's many different gods of destruction, okay? You know, they're all gods. They're all like these beings that can destroy with the blink of an eye. However, there's even layers to them where it's like, okay, some are stronger than others. Case in point, I'm pretty sure, just judging by the manga, Beerus is the strongest of the gods of destruction because they had a little like mini tournament between all of them, and he came out victorious.
Yeah, I believe
fairly easily.
It's been history said in the manga and the anime. In the manga, they express it with more dialogue, but in anime they kind of rush over it. But he is the strongest of the gods.
Yeah, exactly. So like, there are just layers to being the best in the world, and that's what CM Punk's trying to say to Gunther. He's just like, yeah, you are really good. Like, your resume is great, but look at my resume. Look at the people that I've defeated, that I've beaten. And you're going to sit there and tell me you're the best in the world? All right, buddy. All right, great. We'll find out on Saturday when we main event. But, like, it's just, what do you think? What, like, I know I went on my spiel about, like, the whole Seth thing, but, like, I want to hear from you about, like, this promo, what your thoughts are when it comes to, like, Seth possibly working the crowds and all that about his injury. Like, what do you think's going on here?
One, I do want to say and be honest about it. I didn't fully lock in during this promo. I did hear more of the tail end. I didn't hear the beginning, so that's on me. It's something came up. Wifey had a headache and everything, so had to help out. So I didn't get fully locked in their segment, and I didn't get back into it. But overall, from what I heard and from what you spoke about, I do love that CM Punk and Gunther had interaction, because they have had interaction before, but never to set up a match. They had when CM Punk came back last year, his time around when he met with Gunther while Gunther was still the champion, but CM Punk had to climb his way to be back on top to get the opportunity, but never came to be. And then he lost the opportunity because of Drew McIntyre and other people, you know, messing up those chances. Not that we have CM Punk getting in the ring with Gunther. I love that line that you said, like, boy, listen. Again, I would love to hear if CM Punk, you know, said down purpose. Two, if the line of CM Punk when he said, you might be the best in the world, but you ain't on my level, and you're not the best in this ring until we're in the same ring together, it's a well-versed phrase, because you're saying that you're good, but you're good in your crowd, the people that you've been involved with, not the people that I've been involved with, the legends I've been involved with. I'm a different level. I'm a different breed. Just because you come from a different era, I became the era that you are following. So all those lines just really was symbolic. It was making it feel known that who he is what he walks, and what he is what he's become. So it just feels very strong.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. It's just it was a really, really good promo from Punk. And I don't blame you for not being locked in at first, like in the beginning of it, because like it does kind of start out very generic with Punk being like, yeah, I don't just want the title, I need it. Because like you kind of hear that a lot from other stars, and it's just like, all right, cool, I get it, you need this title and all that. But like with Punk, the way he delivers these promos and the way he just comes off from them, you just believe him more. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to the match. Hopefully it's good. I mean, I'm sure Gunther can push Punk to continue to be better and all that. Just again, there's just that whole caveat of like, okay, what is Seth going to do, if anything? You know, like again, we could keep getting these reports. Oh, he's injured, but this is professional wrestling. Anything can happen, and anybody can be worked at all. I mean, again, CM Punk is back in WWE. Literally anything can happen. Like, let's just keep that in mind as well. Yeah, but again, I think we're going to be coming back. I think that's just a theme of Raw tonight. Is just like, this is going to be one to really come back to after SummerSlam and like see where things went and what was possibly set up from tonight. You know, especially compared to like other weeks and all that.
To me, it's a big setup to know what's going to be happening, because we've been saying, and CM Punk has said it to us, the audience, that he came back for the money and came back for the gold. So now that he's here for this, obviously we know he's getting the money because he is getting the bag. He's doing all these interviews, he's doing all this press, all this media junkets, everything that he needs to do to be on top of his game. But the question is, what can you do so much that you're on top that is going to start making it feel like, what else more can you do? Like, for us, the crowd, we have seen you do Survivor Series, we've seen you do Money in the Bank. Not saying that if he loses a SummerSlam is going to be done, no, because we know he's got other matches coming up. But how much more do you think we could wait as fans that he's been now almost a year and like almost 2 years that he's been now prolonging to get the gold?
Yeah. No, I get that. Yeah, it's just like, okay, are you guys going to pull the trigger now on Punk getting gold again? Or are we going to just prolong it just to tell a story and all that? So, yeah, because like that's the other thing too. When it comes to this whole CM Punk thing, it's just like, when? Yeah. You know, it's never a matter of if, just when. Because it's like, yeah, he could win a mid-card title. Yeah, cool, neat, awesome, fantastic. Punk's one of those talents that he's kind of world title or no title, unless it's like a tag title reign, but even still, it's just like, why would you do that at this point, at this stage of his game and all that? Yeah, so again, we'll see how Saturday goes and how this weekend goes when it comes to progressing that story going forward. But another story going forward when it comes to SummerSlam is just everything that's going around with the Judgment Day, because you have Dominic Mysterio defending his IC title against AJ Styles, but you also have the women's tag titles on the line with Raquel and Roxanne taking on Charlotte and Alexa. And I mean, Judgment Day were in full force tonight. They all had to have some action, have some matches, and build up for their matches going into SummerSlam, starting with this 6-person tag match we had with AJ Styles and the Kabuki Warriors taking on the Judgment Day of Roxanne Perez, Raquel Rodriguez, and Dirty Ass Dom Mysterio. Now, first of all, the team of AJ and the Kabuki Warriors, yes, please. That is just a match made in heaven for me. I thought they were like, they have great chemistry together, especially, dude, the freaking insane elbow we got with AJ just launching Kyrie outside.
That was fucking amazing.
Oh, it was so good. Oh, it was really good. And I thought Kyrie she probably looked the best she's looked in a long time.
She looked great. Like, I felt like, I don't know if you saw the way she did it. She like, I got this. You can do this. And she pushed herself to do it and the jump. And like, I feel like to exceed in that spot, I feel like just boosts her confidence.
Oh yeah, but like it was like that spot. There was a couple of reversals she did tonight where like she bounced off the top rope, like her upper body bounced off the top rope, and she did like these Hurricane Ranas and all that stuff, and like her strikes were looking really good tonight. Like Kyrie was on it tonight, so kudos to you tonight, Kyrie. But yeah, I mean, the story of the match just basically being the tag champs keeping Dom safe and away from AJ Styles throughout the match, because once AJ got that hot tag, I mean, you hear the term dog walking a lot, especially when it comes to pro wrestling. I mean, AJ was basically dog walking. Like, this was the definition of dog walking. He absolutely destroyed Dom. And I mean, he's lucky he didn't end the match sooner, because Roxanne Perez got in the way of a phenomenal forearm.
Yeah.
But I mean, she got sent to the outside. We got the insane elbow attack. Finally got the phenomenal forearm onto Dom. So Dom's been pinned. And now, normally, wrestling logic would be like, oh, well, AJ stood top during the go-home show. He's probably going to lose this weekend. I still think he's going to win.
Oh, Dom is going to win.
I still think
Dom has to win. If AJ wins, Dom win at WrestleMania, being this his first title defense, it will go down to me as, so it was just all-fault pop. Okay, this shit sucks.
My only counter to that is the fact that Dom is about to be in a fatal four-way match for the AAA Mega Championship. And if you heard that pop,
oh, that pop was huge. That pop was, yo, the unedited version, chat, go look. If you join our Discord, I believe I posted the link in our general chat for wrestling, or find it on Twitter. The unedited version of that pop for Dominic was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
Yeah, so that's why I would take the IC title off of him. Give it to AJ to run with some other people, and let Dom run wild with that AAA Mega Championship. Because, for one, he's over down there with Mexico with AAA. Having the AAA, like, they already have the tag titles. Well, the tag titles are going to be defended on SmackDown this week, apparently. The AAA tag titles.
Huh? What?
Yeah, dude. Oh, it was his backstage segment. Oh, you must not have seen it. So
I probably was not paying attention to it, because wait, and don't the WO have it? Why weren't they wearing it? No, they aren't.
Legado
has it. Legado.
Yeah.
No wonder why we haven't seen them yet. Because I remember, I was literally not asking Drop on Friday, but in myself I was wondering, like, did Andrade and Rey Fenix replace Legado for the Fantasma? But then I'm like, wait a minute, on the champion somewhere? I forgot, and I never got the chance to ask Drop, and then that question just never went back to my head until now.
Yeah, they had like this. It's a very short, like 1 minute backstage segment where they basically give an open challenge to anyone from Raw, SmackDown, NXT, or AAA to come face them for the titles on SmackDown. So that's apparently happening on Friday. Again, that's at least what I remember seeing. It was like on WWE's YouTube on all that, posted on Friday. So yeah, but like that's what I would do. I would take I would take that. Yeah, I would take that IC title off the Dom, give it to AJ for a bit, and then just have Dom win that AAA title and have him hold that for a while, because then he could start saying something about how he's a world champion, and that's something he can hold over Finn. Because, like,
you know
if
what,
he
you're actually
holds
around that one. You're actually around that one.
See, I'm cooking. Not very often I cook a good meal, but when I do, the meal can be savory, you know, like. And plus, I'm sorry, I am an AJ fanboy, soul to soul. Like, I want him to hold title. I want him to hold gold. I want him to just be at the top, because, like, if he doesn't win the IC title, then just put him in the main event scene and have him maybe win a world title again, because again, like, AJ doesn't have a lot of time left in his career. Just have him hold a title one last time, have a good run with it, and then have him ride off into the sunset and all that jazz. So yeah, what'd you think of the match, though? I know we haven't really talked too much about the match, but, like, again, it's more of just, like, kind of the stepping stone towards Saturday, and especially, like, leading into the World Tag Title match tonight as well.
So when it comes to First, I do want to say, one, I do agree with your statement that the six-man tag match of AJ and the Kubik Warriors versus Judgment Day was a nice type of mix-up to see. The Kubik Warriors and AJ will work very well, like we spoke about the spot that they did with the Kubik Warriors with, I'm drawing her name, not Asuka.
Kyrie,
thank you. With Kyrie. Yeah. Kyrie was very well. We also had cool spots with, I believe, Roxanne and Raquel. Raquel and Roxanne has been working very well. A lot of people have been saying on the timeline, and I feel bad to agree with them. Not in a bad way, but with what they've been saying with Raquel, from the person that spoke about Raquel and doing more playing strong style, it makes the fucking difference. Raquel has been using Roxanne as a battering ram, so it's been very well. Yep. She used her even to tackle Kyrie, and it just got executed well, and then she tried to pin her. Very well balanced. As well, Dom just found out that Roxanne plays video games, and he's like, yo, that's awesome. And Raquel was like, that's interesting. Because also Liv loves video games, and I love it. Word, she does. Let's FaceTime her. And I love how it just transitioned to Fade to Black. And I'm like, damn, just making Dom look bad. It's just really Triple H. He just said it right down the mic, like, okay, Fade to Black now. Fade to Black. Just make him look bad. Just make him look like shit.
Yep. Make him look more horrible. Yes. Do it. Yeah, which I mean, that's actually a good transition to this like backstage segment, because Kabuki Warriors and AJ win their match. Judgment Day are pretty down on the dumps because they lost and all that, but of course backstage, Finn, he's trying to lift everybody's spirits, being like, hey, Judgment Day, we're stronger than ever. We got rid of Rhea. They thought we were gonna die, but we're still here. We got rid of Damian Priest, and people thought we were gonna die, and we're still here. I love how he points out that out of every faction, the Judgment Day are still alive and pushing forward. Which, kudos. You guys are the cockroaches of WWE. They just won't die. They won't. But I love this because, he's trying to big them up again, being like, hey, we all lose. Don't worry. Me and JD have this. You guys stay back here. Dom, play your video games and all that. We'll take care of business. Don't worry. And like you would point it out, not only did Dom be like, oh, you play video games too, Roxanne? She gave this man a fucking Switch too. Everybody's out here scrounging, trying to get their Switch 2s. I got mine yesterday. And they're like, she's like, oh, here you go. Here's your Switch 2 with WWE 2K25 that you can play now on the Switch 2. It's just like, oh, nice plug there, WWE.
Definitely not sponsored. Definitely not sponsored as well from us.
Definitely not. Definitely not. No.
Which we do have 2K, but I don't even know if any of us still plays it.
I mean, I put it on, just it's one of those relaxing games that I'm just like, all right, let's throw this on. Let's try to do universe mode. Usually it comes around when there's like an update, so like a character pack, and I'm just like, all right, let me update my universe. Let me do some more with my universe and all that. See how everybody works. Okay, cool, great. Penta's fun, awesome, fantastic. But yeah, Liv also likes to play video games, apparently. Let's FaceTime her. So, again, we're just planting more seeds for Dom to turn on Liv, or maybe even the whole Judgment Day kind of turning on Liv. Because, Raquel's not really fighting back too much. It seems like every single week she kind of fights back less and less against this anti-Liv campaign that's going on.
I see that, but also it kind of sucks in that way. Because the way I see, if anybody have experienced high school, because I hope everyone has to some extent, when you are with a crowd, and sometimes the crowd separate from one member, but then you still hang out with the same crowd, you don't try to fight it, but you just try to shrug it off. Raquel's just trying to shrug it off. She's still saying hey, Liv still, she loves video games. Finn is the one that's instigating, because Finn literally gave the fucking face signal. Because he's like, nah, Dom, you don't need to come and help us win the tag titles. We got in the bag. Stay here. And then to hang out with Roxanne, right, Roxanne? You know, play some video games. Like, he always segues. He always segues to her. We're like, hey, hook him up. You got him, right? Put him in the bag.
Ben is the ultimate wingman because he's just like, I can only imagine that like Roxanne probably made like a passing comment being like, oh yeah, I've been playing, 2K25 on my new Switch 2 and all that, blah blah blah. And Finn's just like, oh wait a minute, you like video games too? Oh,
I know somebody who likes video games.
Like, maybe I could say something to him, like some shit like that. It's just like, okay, cool, good on you, Finn. But yeah, him and JD are going out to actually defend their world tag titles for once as they take on the LWO. So fast-paced match throughout, quick tags too. Like there's a couple spots where like both the LWO and the Judgment Day like do quick tags between each other just to kind of continue offense against their teams and all that. But I mean, pretty standard tag team affair when it comes to WWE until El Grande Americano comes out. He tries to interfere in this match, but he's taken out by Dragon Lee. And when Del Rio attempts to finish the match, he gets pushed down by another El Grande Americano. So there's two of them now.
No. Like Corey Graves said, he went to the back. He got a bit cold.
That's right.
He grabbed his sweater and he took off his high-end boots because his high-end boots gives him a good 4 inches taller. So hey, I have to agree with Corey Graves. He went to grab his sweater. That's all. Yeah. There was no difference. No difference at all.
You know what? Fair, Corey Graves. If he was cold, I can chalk down the height change to just shrinkage. And if you're a guy, you know. But yeah, I mean the match is fine. Interesting turn of events with this El Grande Americano stuff going on. A lot of people outside of the joke, obviously, like. A lot of people were pointing out that it looked like it was Pete Dunne under the mask. Which, okay, we're gonna have him do something, but like we're gonna have him align with Ludwig Kaiser. Interesting. The other interesting thing, I don't know if you saw this. So Chad Gable had an interview this weekend.
Michael Cole said that. Game. Yeah, Michael Cole said that during the announcement that Michael Cole was saying that Chad Gable said that he won his first match at WrestleMania. But then Michael was like, no, but you was at AAA event. How did you do that? And then Michael was like, wait, Chad Gable won his event. Is he talking about his event? Who's who?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just funny to me that like he was just at a random baseball game. He's just like, yeah, I'm enjoying some time with my family and all that. But oh, by the way, I was El Grande Americano. It's just like, oh, okay, fine there, I guess. Yeah, I'm just more curious about what we're gonna be doing with this El Grande Americano stuff from here on out. I think that's just the main takeaway for me here, but also just the fact that Judgment Day wins again. Cool, neat.
We're gonna have a six-way tag match of who's the real El Grande Americano and who stays alive as El Grande Americano.
Oh my gosh! Just have a triple threat match between the three. It's just like, all right, it'll literally be the Spider-Man meme.
The Spider-Man meme. I bet you Triple H was like, yo guys, can we do the meme? How can we do the meme of Spider-Man? Yo, we have the luchadors. Let's do the meme of a Grande Americano. Let's do it.
Oh, that'd be great. That would be great. Survivor Series, book it. If Chad Gable's able to come back by then, do it. Please, you cowards.
By the way, a quick reference towards El Grande Americano because it does involve him. He was really over. Ludwig Kaiser, obviously, we don't know who he was. In that scenario, Ludwig Kaiser was really over. He did a Spanish promo very well during the AAA event, and he was over during the outside event of the crowd when he was talking to the fans. Like, that's amazing. Like, Chad, the reason I'm bringing this up because, you know, when we're grappling this week, we're not talking about anything outside of it because we have SummerSlam to discuss. So that's a huge thing. We're not going to bring anything outside, even though it involves everything right now. So it's a quick chance to reference it. And it's a great thing to see at least Ludwig is going full throttle. This man's going full 100% in this and not saying, hey, I'm not holding back. They want me to go Ludwig. They want me to go Grande. They want me to go Spanish. I got you. A German man speaking Spanish is insane.
Oh, it's great. Well, it's just like when Finn spoke Spanish that one time. That was interesting, having an Irishman be like, "Oh, por favor." Oh my god. That left a nasty taste in my mouth. Oh my god.
Are you trying to go Irish but Spanish at the same time? Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, por favor." Oh my god, it's still. Oh my gosh, no. We're moving on before I embarrass more myself.
Look, the tag team Judgment Day, they won. Good for the WBO. Also got good pop, by the way. They did some great spots. Not saying that they're getting over it, but it's nice to see them actually getting shown and almost kind of main eventing in a way, because this was the before tag match before the actual main event of Bronson Reed and Jey Uso. That was being more of a squash match, more of a setup match. So if you count it, this tag match was actually the main event, maybe.
Yeah, and I mean, it leaves enough leeway for them to get to want a rematch. So hey, cool.
Let's continue getting our tag team on Monday Night Raw, so we can get it how it is on SmackDown tag team division. Yeah, because we need that shit.
Because even commentary putting over, oh yeah, this division is way different than SmackDown's division, because SmackDown's division, they're having the biggest TLC match of all time. It's like,
yeah,
wow, way to put over your Raw tag team division, guys. Good job, kudos. But yeah, so we're gonna move right along here because we had an 8-woman tag team match to go on tonight. We had Rhea Ripley, Stephanie Vaquer, Nikki Bella, and Iyo Sky taking on Naomi and the Secret Hervice along with Chelsea Green. So a lot of intertwining stories coming from this, with like Chelsea Green and the Secret Hervice kind of picking on Nikki Bella and Stephanie Vaquer. And obviously we have Rhea, Iyo, and Naomi in that triple threat match this coming weekend. So hey, let's just lump them all together and have us a 8-woman tag match. And I mean, I'm not going to lie, when you kind of look at this match on paper and who's on each side, it kind of feels a bit one-sided. You kind of know who's going to win. And I mean, I'll give you one chance, everybody. Chat, let me know. Or comments, let me know. Or if you're listening to the audio feed, let me know in your car, in your office, or whatever. Just spout it out, shout it to the heavens. Who do you think won this match, the faces or the heels?
100%.
I'll give you all time.
100%.
Yeah, it was the faces. You know, I mean, fun match. It was a fun match. You know, because I mean, Chelsea Green's a lot of fun. Nikki Bella's been getting better since she's come back. Iyo Sky, I mean, she's always fun. The Secret Hervice are fun. Like, this was a fun match. It's just, it didn't really push much in terms of like the women's world title scene. I mean, yeah, you got the little bit in the backstage where Io's just like, you have never beaten me. I have your number. Like, towards Rhea. But like, beyond that, you didn't really get too much. You know?
You didn't get shit. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
You didn't get shit.
Again, fun match, but I mean, yeah, it happened. You know, this felt more like a house show match, if I'm being honest.
This felt, yeah, I will agree to that. This felt like a house show. Because you literally have 3 of the highest people right now that's over in WWE currently, which is Rhea, Stephanie, and Iyo. Nikki is over just because she's almost like a legend. Like, you know, she's popular because of the era she's been on. But Naomi is over. But then the Secret Hervice, Chelsea Green is a joke character, but also knows how to wrestle. Yeah. But Triple H doesn't want to use her as a wrestler, which kind of sucks at times because they're like, yo, this girl could do a lot more. And then Alba Fire, who's an actual star as a UK star who literally held the title for 666 days, is not even able to use her actual skill set more on the match, more on the table for us to be shown. But then I hated when Michael Cole saw Rhea Ripley and Piper Niven, Rhea power versus power, and then Rhea just destroys Piper Niven in a flat 2 seconds. So it doesn't even feel like power versus power. It feels more like power versus a baby little rat just getting about to get squashed and then get squashed. I'm like,
I mean, it's more like a level 50 golem versus a level 30 golem. It's like, yeah, they're both strong. They're both very defensive, but one's level 50, the other's level 30. You know what I mean?
I see where you're coming from. It just doesn't feel
no, I get that.
recognized or more knowledgeable in that scenario. It just more feels like underwhelming, which is a bit more disappointing because I want more out of this match between that is, you know, out of the opponent that Piper Niven was getting a slow push last year, but then was getting more recognizable. She had a good match last year when it was Clash of the Castle, I believe it was, in Scotland, and everything. Now we're just having Joe character, which is not the worst thing. She's being TV, she's being shown and everything. Those things are important, but I would like to see more as a fan of this 4-woman match. That it felt like an overpower versus a underpower of underdogs. That's more of a laughing stock. And Naomi, who's supposed to look strong, wasn't look strong as fully.
No, I get that, and I think when it comes to like Chelsea Green, I mean, she plays her role well, and I mean, especially when you kind of listen to interviews and how she kind of conducts herself too, she knows what she wants to do in the company, and she seems very happy with what she does. So, I mean, as long as she's happy doing it, great, good on you. I'll support you as long as you feel like you're happy and all that, which she seems to be doing, you know, and I think she enjoys what she does. And at least with the Secret Hervice, I mean, yeah, I would want more for like Piper Niven and Alba Fire, but I'll also say at least they're getting TV time compared to other people who probably should also be getting a lot more TV time. Julia, that can actually like go and all that. But yeah, I mean, not much to say with this match. Again, very house showy, but that's not a big knock on it, because I mean, it was a fun match. It just didn't really do much to build for your big event coming up this weekend. So yeah, other than that, I mean, we had I'm just going to transition into our next thing, because we had Corey Graves sitting backstage with Sami Zayn earlier today with a sit-down interview, and Sami, he just wants to be done with this whole Karrion Kross vortex that he's in, and he's hoping that SummerSlam brings an end to that. Kross actually interrupts the interview, and he states he wants Sami to he wanted to come in there and blast Sami with his hot rod and all that, which, you know, take that what you will. Exactly, I know what I said. Eventually, he does get people to show their true colors, which we've seen this on multiple occasions when he faced like Nakamura, AJ, any people.
I love that he acknowledged that. I love that he acknowledged that and told us, the audience, like, yo, every time I run into someone and they stop talking to me, they just act different. They come more true. Yeah. And I love how they acknowledge that, and they're letting us know. And thank you, WWE Raw, for not putting it as a commercial for VPN for people.
Yes.
So to actually see this full type of TV segment, and it felt important. It felt real, and it felt that it has stakes. Yeah. And just Karrion Kross just staring at the camera as well, like with the hot rod, and just like, was it all part of the plan? Did it go as I wanted? Really did? I'm like, fuck, I don't know. I'm like,
all right, Eisen.
Shit, I don't know. TikTok, I guess.
Like, yeah, TikTok, motherfucker. Your time is coming. Your time is coming, Sami Zayn. Yeah, no, I'm glad he acknowledged it, just like what you said and all that. And yeah, because eventually he does get people to get their true colors, except for Sami. Like, Sami keeps fighting this back and all that. And, you know, Cross tries to bring this whole like, oh, we're not so different, you and I kind of spiel, but I love how he did it though, because it's very reminiscent to WrestleMania 30, yeah, 30, with Bray Wyatt versus John Cena, where Bray Wyatt's whole thing was like, I'm gonna make you embrace the hate kind of thing, or like, I'm gonna make you cheat or do horrible things in order to end me and all that. Like, it's more of Cross pushing Sammy to realize that he needs to be a little bit more than what he is in order to really stand out and become world heavyweight champion, because like that might be Cross's ultimate goal here, but you know, the only person who knows that is Cross and Scarlett, which, you know, we'll find out Saturday what happens. Which, that's the other thing I was going to mention. I'm so glad they put this on SummerSlam, you know, because like you would think with like what was it, yeah, Night of Champions, that they had their match in Saudi Arabia, you would think, oh, that was just for the Saudi fans and all that, you know, just toss Cross a bone and all that. But no, Cross is getting a SummerSlam match, which is good. The only downside is some reports that came out recently about Cross's contract status, how apparently he hasn't negotiated a new contract, and it does end in August. So I don't know if this is just WWE throwing him a bone before they say, hey, goodbye, Cross, goodbye, Scarlett, or if they actually are going to push Karrion Cross. Like, that's my only fear right now. It's just like, what are we doing after this? And if Cross is sticking around, great. Are we going to have him in like some sort of mid-card title picture now? Because the man should be going for titles. Again, he had a decent NXT title run from what I remember. And the guy was undefeated for a long time until they moved him to the main roster and he got rolled up by Jeff Hardy, of all people. So,
wait,
yeah,
what?
I'm looking forward to this. Yeah, dude. Oh, dude. Karrion Cross was undefeated for a bit. NXT champion. They bring him up to Monday Night Raw and he loses to a roll-up by Jeff Hardy.
That's disappointing.
Yeah.
Like Jeff Hardy should have taken the L and helped Karrion Cross get over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I don't know what they were on with that one. So hopefully they're on something else when it comes to Saturday's match with Karrion Cross and Sami Zayn. But from one blood feud to another blood feud, gonna move on now to our women's IC title picture of Lyra and Becky. So Lyra comes to the ring. She's looking to be two-time IC champ and willing to go places she's never been before. And then out comes Becky Lynch behind Lyra, but Lyra, she's actually ready for this. She's actually smart, which, you know, kudos to that little moment there where she's just like, all right, well, you're not coming from the front and your music's hit for a while. All right, so that means you're coming from behind me. She immediately runs from the rope, runs and uses her Becky stompers to just take out Becky. But of course, like Becky tries to get the upper hand, but Lyra stands up on top and all that. Wasn't a fan of her promo. I thought, like, I think Lyra still needs to kind of work on her delivery with a lot of lines, because I just was not feeling what she was putting down out there. I don't know. I don't know if I was the only one that felt that way. Like, what did you think of her promo, if you were able to hear it and watch it and all that?
Sorry, I'm trying to fix a bit of my audio because my audio's been giving me a static for the past like 5 minutes. I've been struggling. But in the meantime, what I could say, test, you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah.
Cool. I just hear you now on one side of my ear. It's all good. It's me.
Oh, okay.
But when it comes to that being the case, Lyra's promo is not the worst thing. Is that it felt like she was trying to get the audience to get her behind her and grab her attention and build up the energy. But it didn't feel like it succeeded, and it felt like the crowd was just waiting for what's next. Okay, like we know Baker's gonna come out, ruin your moment, and that's what happened.
Yeah.
And with Becky, it felt like when Becky was getting attacked, girl was just getting into spots. Like, okay, I'm gonna move slowly, hit me, hit me. Oh, I'm gonna get in the ring. Hit me. Oh, you missed me. Okay, I'm gonna run away now. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
It felt like this was just a setup. Like, I don't mind setups, but I don't want to know it's a setup. Like, I don't want to obviously know that's an obviously known.
Yeah. No, I feel you there, because that's the thing. Like, Lyra didn't need to speak tonight. Like, just be physical. Show us that part of it. And I don't know. I was not feeling her promo at all. You know, and I mean, some people will be like, oh, it's because she did the little dance and all that. I could care less about the dance. It's when she started talking, and it's just like, the words you're saying it's kind of the opposite of what happened with CM Punk tonight. Because, like, with CM Punk, again, you look at what he said on paper, and it was very just kind of generic stuff and all that. But the way he delivered it made you feel what he was saying, made you believe in what he was saying. Whereas with Lyra, like, kind of the same thing, where it's like, you look at what she said on paper, and it's like, okay, this is kind of generic. How are you going to perform this? Oh, you performed it in a very generic way. Well, I mean, at least for me, I really don't care about you, Lyra. Like, I've already had my criticisms about her, her in this whole feud with the IC title, like how she's kind of come across as very childish in it all. But, you know, that's whatever when it comes to that. But I think the other thing to take away from this is this backstage moment with Bayley, because she's asked in the backstage, because, you know, hey, you didn't make it to WrestleMania, and now you're not on SummerSlam. What's next for Bayley? And she literally says that, like, for the first time in her career, she's at a loss for words for not being at these huge shows. So it's like, okay, because a lot of people are predicting Bayley interfering in this match and costing Lyra. Are you one of those people, Vash?
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
And it sucks that like, it sucks that people say online that, oh, it sucks for her to miss WrestleMania, and it sucks for her to miss SummerSlam, but you gotta give it for other stars. But I'm like, but Becky's there. Becky's not missing WrestleMania. She didn't miss SummerSlam. She got involved in WrestleMania, and she got involved in SummerSlam.
Yeah. If anything, she took Bayley's spot. You know?
Yeah, so, like, where does this lead to? So,
yeah.
Sometimes when sometimes when Bayley proves a point,
and
the surrounding action around the company or the booking kind of proves it right, so it's hard to believe what is being said. Is it kayfabe or is it story related?
Yeah, no, I get that. What would be an interesting twist is if Bayley ended up costing Becky the title. Because that's the thing, like, all of this started because Becky attacked Bayley. Like, and I mean, yeah, Bayley has had some bad moments with Lyra and all that. Like, they have had a very rough few months, as it will. But I feel like, just if Bayley understood that the biggest factor in all of this was Becky, yeah, just cost her the title, be done with that, and then, like, take out Becky. But, like, then there's the other part of, like, okay, well, if that's the case, why not just take out Lyra, go after Becky for the title, and then get the title and all that? So, like, that could be also part of it as well. Like, I don't know where they're gonna go with this, because, like, I struggle even thinking that they would actually leave Bayley out of the SummerSlam card, not doing anything of note, you know? Like, because, again, I still stand by it. I still think she is the best of the four horsewomen. She is the most consistent in the ring. Like, and I enjoy watching her in that ring far more than the others. But So to leave her off the card entirely, come on, man. Like, it was one thing with WrestleMania, you were telling a story. It's another thing with SummerSlam. Like, if you don't have her involved in anything, what the hell are we doing? You know?
It just depends on the execution, like you said exactly.
Yeah.
I can't add any more because you said it perfectly. Like, we love Bayley. We love seeing her we love seeing her in her booking. We love how she's great and passionate. Even when she posted the picture on her Twitter a couple days ago of the girl Izzy, showing her when she was much younger, saying that she's a big fan and everything, and then it's hard to tell. Like, not saying that if it's kayfabe or not, but like it shows that she's hurt. Like, she's sad.
Yeah. No, she is distraught about this, and I don't blame her, whether in character or not. I don't blame her at all. But yeah, well, again, just the theme of this Raw. I feel like we're going to be coming back to this Raw after this weekend and really looking at what was set up and everything. But another thing that we got that we always love to see are bangers. And especially when we get bangers after bangers after bangers after bangers after bangers. Unfortunately, this one wasn't really a banger, but hey, there were some hard shots in this. And what I mean by all that is Sheamus taking on Grayson Waller. Now, this was set up because unfortunately, he doesn't have his backup when it comes from the New Day and everything. And yeah, he faces Sheamus in a match. Match is fine. I mean, Grayson Waller's throwing a bunch of cheap shots Sheamus's way, trying to win, but it's not enough. Even an interference from Rusev isn't enough for Grayson Waller to pick up the win. He eats a bro kick. Fairly easy night for Sheamus. He's still having fun and all that, but yeah, after the match, Rusev attacks Sheamus with the shillelagh and hits the accolade on him. So they're not done with their feud. They'll have a blow-off match here probably next week or the week after. Or they'll save it for freaking Paris if they want to do it there. That would be a fun match to add for that show. Yeah, I mean, pretty simple, basic stuff when it comes to furthering a feud, continuing a feud, and all that. Yeah, I mean, I don't have any other notes, just except for it's nice to see Grayson Waller out there, and interesting that the New Day aren't really backing him in this aspect. But yeah, Vash, any words on this segment or match or whatever you want to call it?
Bro, I'm fucking confused and I'm fucking annoyed. Sorry, chat. You didn't probably hear myself or Watkins for like 20 seconds because I had to disconnect my audio and reconnect it. The static, I was dealing for almost 20 minutes trying to not suffer. And then I chose, like, I can't hold it enough, so that's why. So my apologies for anybody watching the VOD. You guys didn't hear for 20 seconds, but that's not a crazy big deal. But when it comes to this match of Grayson and Sheamus, it's fucking the most stupidest thing because how do you mess up A-Town Down Under and fucking break them up behind the scenes without even no type of commercial break or nothing, not even in front of us? And then you have the New Day and Grayson Waller wearing all black. And like the morning, like, Grayson, what the fuck are you mourning about? You just lost a partner that you just didn't even do shit about. He was getting more pops, more chance over you. And you guys broke up on the side without showing us trippers. This is the one thing I'm mad about. I've already been saying this for the past couple weeks that watch we have a match of Grayson Waller versus Austin Theory. And guess what? We didn't have none of that. That shit was thrown out the window because you don't fucking care. Why did you even set this up? Why? Like, that's the one thing I'm upset about. When it comes to Rusev doing his own little backstage promo with one of the guys doing the report, I forgot. Braxton. It was Braxton. When there was doing the report with Rusev, he did his own little commercial that his own little promo work saying that, hey, Sheamus, I killed for our match. You are not the you tricked them, you lied to them to love you. You're not who you really are, etc. Like trying to hype it up, chat. At the end of the day, the match was cool. The match was fun. but I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah. No, I feel you there. It's just, again, it's very basic story progression when it comes to WWE. Hey, I have a semi squash match, get interrupted or attacked at the end by the person you're actually feuding with, and bada bing, bada boom, we'll get our next match from them probably next week again. Maybe if we're lucky, Paris, because again, that would be a great shout for a Paris crowd, especially like Sheamus, because Sheamus is on a hot streak of his career right now. Like the past few years, he's been again putting on bangers after bangers. Again, tonight, kind of in one of those asterisks of like, okay, banger because he was beating the shit out of Grayson Waller, but match quality, whatever from that match tonight. With that being said, I mean, not many quickfire segments because a lot of them kind of tied into what we were talking about tonight, but we've reached our final thoughts. of Vash, why don't you give me your final thoughts on Raw tonight?
Look, Chad.
See, Chad, he has to think. He has to think about it.
Raw was a good segment. Raw was a good show. It was entertaining, but I'm more excited for the actual event itself this coming up. Look, we have NXT tomorrow. We're gonna have some hype build. We have a champ that is Oba. We have a champ that's Trick Williams, that's the face of TNA. Then we have a two champ of the women division of JC Jane of the TNA and NXT. But then we got Evolve. We got Thursday Grappling of the Week. We got Friday Night SmackDown. There's SummerSlam 2 nights of the week. So was Raw good? Yes. Was it great? No, because the next 5 days are going to be other pro wrestling events that's going to build up a bigger and better events. And SummerSlam is stacked for banger matches and bigger events that we have a lot of probability of hearing and new champions and still. So there's going to be possibilities when it comes to that. But at the end of the day, Raw was good. It was entertaining. Can't wait to see what comes up next within the stories. We have much things to talk about for next week Raw, because that's going to be the aftermath of what occurred from SummerSlam. Like we said about Finn, like we said about where the CM Punk, Seth, the Bronsons, and Jey Uso, Roman, where does that story end up with as well? Where does LA Knight fit into this, since he was supposed to be in the card for SummerSlam originally, but since they had to pivot because of the Seth injury. So it's going to be very interesting what happens next. I'm
kind of in agree with you there. It's like, this was a good show, not great, but it was good. Like, I don't think I regretted watching this night. Pacing wise, I feel like it was paced very well. There wasn't really too many slow moments, but again, not really too many very fast moments. It was just a fine show, and I'll say it just one last time. I feel like after SummerSlam, we'll be coming back to this Raw being like, okay, you know what? This was better because of what happened on SummerSlam, or that was worse because of what happened at SummerSlam. And we'll talk about that as, we do our Saturday and Sunday shows for SummerSlam and everything. But yeah, again, I thought Raw was good, not great, but good. So before I hit this outro, Vash, go ahead, remind the audience where they can listen to us, where they can watch us, where they can follow us on social medias. Give them all the wonderful, sweet, lovely plugs that we have for the Weebs of the Ring.
So, Chad, you can find us in many places. You can find us at AniMa W3 Studio with a 3. That stands for animation, manga, wrestling, webtoon, and everything of entertainment, but also with a positive representation for the weeb culture. And as always, you can follow our personal handles of Legend D Vash, Walkers MW, Drop This Box, and the new handle as well, at Weebs of the Ring, that is for the center of everything under the branch. of Weebs of the Ring. You can find us on the social media, on the TikTok, on the Twitter/X, Blue Sky, but I believe we're not there much at all. We're also on the podcast side now, officially, and everything. Things will be updated. Everything of 2024 is gonna be only POEs and the big cover shows, and then everything 25 is gonna be there momentarily. Stay tuned. So it's gonna be a very exciting weeks coming up ahead when it comes to the podcast, the growth, and maybe more clips on social media. But you know what's most important? If you guys comment down below your enjoyment of the show, of what we're talking about, or what's your favorite highlights of Monday Night Raw, or Friday Night SmackDown, aka what Michael Cole used to say, Fight Night, or every PLE. We would love to hear your thoughts of what you guys would like to see, or maybe some AEW coverage as well. We would love to know what you guys think about it.
Yes, we would love to hear that. So, chat, leave us off with good old farewells. If you're in the comment section of the VOD, let us know how you thought of Raw and the show itself. So would love to hear from you guys, because hey, feedback is always appreciated, and we're nothing without you guys tuning into the show. So I'm gonna take this time to thank you for taking time out of your day to listening to the Weebs of the Ring podcast. If you enjoyed what we had to say, why not do exactly what Vash just told you guys to do? Very simple things, very modern things you can do when it comes to social media and the internet. Just type in Weebs of the Ring. You'll be able to find us on all of those social media platforms, but also be sure to use the hashtag of Weebs of the Ring, because it's a great way to continue on the conversation and, interact with us before, during, or after these shows. It's also a great way to give us feedback, because, hey, we are nothing without you guys tuning in, and we are always looking to up our game and boost our level and boost our buttes, if you will, our attributes, that is. Weebs of the Ring is presented by AniMa W3 Studio. Thanks, of course, to our production team for all of their hard work. Thank you once again for joining us. And remember, as always, no sunk grannies were harmed in the recording of this podcast. Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you later on this week for Grappling with the Week, SmackDown, and both night coverages of SummerSlam. Have a good night, evening, morning, afternoon, whatever.
It's fight night or fight weekend.